Hi everybody, this is Danielle and welcome to my YouTube channel, Danielle Style, where we deal with topics from business to style. We're going to talk today about the constantly, it seems, developing story about the kidnapped, so-called kidnapped salesman who came back home. I don't want this to be a long video, I always say this, but this may be long because of so much different things happening. So, he was reported kidnapped by his parents, and the police found the company's van, it seems, was abandoned not far from his area. His shoes and his cell phone, I believe, was in the van. A few days later, he showed up in the area again. He was walking, and people who knew his face from news reports saying that he was missing contacted the relevant authorities. He went back home. The media visited his house, and his father was speaking and his mother was crying because when he was missing, there was a whole search party, etc. Mr. Kidnapped Salesman, when asked what had happened, he said that he was He said that he got into a collision with another vehicle with an old man, and somebody else jumped out of that vehicle with the old man, and he was trying to tell them that he would give them a certain amount of money, like $300, and the people wanted more money, like about $500. So they got angry with him and they grabbed him and they blindfolded him, and then they carried him Venezuela, and he was in a boat. And he thinks he was in a boat with a woman because they threw her overboard. And then he was in the forest and they made him clean guns and did something with drugs, and then they brought him back and they didn't feed him often. Now, what I was looking at was his face when all of this was going on. This is when the media visited his house, when his mother was there holding on to him and hugging him up and stuff, and it was like his face was like he looked like he was angry. But then I'm thinking, okay, if he went through what he went through, he will be angry because of what he would have been abused and gone through, whatever he said, blah blah blah. Then I thought he was looking kind of uncomfortable, like his mother's hugging him up, and it's like, I think he was acting like if he didn't even want his mother to be hugging him up. He was acting like he didn't really want to be there. You know? And you're thinking, okay, if he went through what he went through, maybe he doesn't want the media in his face. He wants to just be by himself. Then his story started to change, and dealing with one of the things that was reported. Now, I don't know why people's mouths are so big, but the father had said how he won like $7,000 gambling, and then another news story said that $7,000 that was part winnings and part his earnings as a salesman. So I was thinking, you know what? They had said that just before he disappeared, he had just finished up gambling at the whatever bar, casino, whatever it was, and he left, and then suddenly it was like he got kidnapped and so on, so on. So I'm wondering, where's the money? Is it that he lost? I was thinking he lost his, maybe he gambled with the sales as a salesman, the sales money, and maybe he lost it and he decided to come up with this story to make it sound like, he got robbed or whatever, robbed and kidnapped, and he doesn't have the money anymore. And then there was a whole set of memes coming out because people were saying there are so much different holes in the story. I was looking at the expression on his face and I was like, this doesn't look like somebody who was kidnapped and happy to be home, This looks like somebody who just uncomfortable and they're wondering. Now, if you have ever been a teacher to deal with children, or a mother or father to deal with hardened children who lie, you would know what a lying face looks like. And his face just looks like, he uncomfortable and he hoping, and he doesn't look ill at ease. He didn't look ill at ease in that interview at all. At all. I was also wondering if maybe he was driving under the influence and something happened too. And maybe that was another reason he came up with this kidnapping thing, because it's the company vehicle, it's not his vehicle. If you get into a crash with company vehicle or vehicle that's not yours, I don't know how it goes insurance wise, but you responsible for that vehicle. So then more recent news came out where Mr. Kidnapping victim was asked to go to the station for questioning. Then this morning, pop, on Facebook, I will see that he is charged with making a fake report and fake kidnapping. Now, I want to know what the whole story is. All they said was that he was charged with making a fake report. I don't know if he's also going to be dealt with dealt with wasting police time. I know people put that in news stories. I don't know how. Wasting police time, wasting everybody's time. I would like to know the real story. And I'm hoping that, he's supposed to be going to the magistrate today in court. So the story is developing and I would like to see what. We would like to hear what's the real story. We would like to hear what the real story is. If you're just being irresponsible with other people's money, well, you need to do something about that, right? So I also am going to add some memes that us enterprising and creative Trinidadians would have passed around on social media. So enjoy. Feel free to subscribe to Danielle Style for Trinidad news, Trinidad topics, Trinidad events, Trinidad Carnival. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.